Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Sales Minute with Nimit Quarantine Edition. I'm here with Aaron Browning, who's the VP of Sales at FrontSpin. All right, so Aaron, what I want to talk to you about today is, I saw you on a webinar earlier today hosted by the AISP, and you said you hate cold calling, which I thought was hilarious. Right now we're in a time where we have a lot of SDRs that are working from home and they have to cold call, and it's increasingly more difficult to sit there by yourself and make cold calls versus being in an office environment around other people. You're sharing in that excitement and that pain. So how does an SDR right now in these times get motivated to pick up the phone?
Great question, Nimit, and we did get a lot of questions about that during the webinar. We didn't get to address all of them, so I'm glad we get to cover it here. And full disclosure, I mean, I love the energy, as a lot of people do. You walk into a floor and there's 100 plus people going at it. You almost feel like an idiot if you're not on the phone. It's like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm behind.
Right.
Do it. So it is a huge deal when you suck out all that energy and now you're by yourself and it's dead silent and you're like, what am I doing, right? But the manager's looking at the number, so you're going to have to get to there. And so I think it's similar to me as trying to work out. I mean, I have the love-hate relationship with working out, just like I do with cold calling.
Right.
But you got to do them, and you got to do both of them, and you pretty much should do both of them every day, some kind of exercise, right? So for me, it's music. I mean, music helps me a ton with everything in my life. I'm a huge music listener. I can't play a lick, but I'll spend hours listening to music. And if I didn't have it, I would be, it would be crazy. So I will use anything I can do music-wise. If you like heavy metal, if you like rap, whatever you like, something to get yourself pumped up in the morning to get you going. I'll even have it going sometime in the ear and just kind of dial the Spotify, volume up and down to get me going.
Right.
I'm a metal guy. I love, not real heavy, but I like anything with a guitar. So Metallica is always going to be on my list, Disturbed, stuff like that. So that could certainly help. And then I would try to do a competition with buddies. I mean, I would try to do like my good friends from the office jump on Zoom every couple of hours and say, hey, what'd you do today? How are you doing today? Just to try to generate something with each other. Just to kind of break it up. But
pump up the jams for sure. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of things you're seeing right now are just about how connection rates are actually getting better because people are at home. So, I mean, I remember for me, what I disliked most about cold calling was I would sit there and make a bunch of calls and nobody would answer. But now, you have more motivation, right? Because people are going to be answering the phones.
Great point. Yeah, we definitely heard today that hard numbers that the rate of connect might be up as much as 20%. That's significant, as you mentioned, in cold calling, because one of the hardest things is you go, look, I'm going to call for 2 or 3 hours. I know I'm only going to talk to 2 or 3 people. That's pretty painful because it's not a great return. Well, if all of a sudden you're adding a few more conversations an hour, that can mean a lot. That can mean a couple more deals and a couple more closed deals at the end of the week. So yeah, there's no question. Right now is a great time. If you've just started cold calling, it's a great time to get into it. If you've never been a big fan, you've got a great upside here. And then like we talked about today, I really think you have a lot of instant kind of warmers. I'm not saying the right word right now, but kind of icebreakers to get the conversation started. You can quickly go into, hey, how you doing? How are you?
Right.
Are you working from home? What's it like with your family? I mean, those little icebreakers will get you to the next part of a cold call that typically you don't get to, because it's that 5 to 7 seconds right after you introduce yourself that is absolute hardest. That's the hardest for me anyway.
Right.
So now I have these icebreakers that are phenomenal in the where we are in the world, and it really can help you. So yeah, I mean, this is a great time to be doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Well, Aaron, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Nimit. Thanks for having me on.